Bonehawks, welcome. It's been about, let me do some maths here, like 4 months since I've done a reading your comments. So we got some catching up to do. Not really, there weren't too many, because I guess that's what happens when you don't do these regularly. But hey, we're back with it, so let's read some comments.
Accept your death.
Comment number 1 from B.A. White 125 says, "You're the best, Dink. Heart from Chicago." I love Chicago. Some of the best pizza, in my opinion. Chicago area, I guess. I don't think it's actually in Chicago area, where Combo Breaker is at, is absolutely one of the best tournaments you can ever go to. Probably not going to happen 2021. Hoping for 2022, but, you know, things are up in the air right now. It just seems like that one event that kind of brings everybody from everywhere to come. Because Chicago is the home of NetherRealm Studios, that just seems like that's our Evo for Mortal Kombat games or NetherRealm games in general, whether it's Injustice or Mortal Kombat. They've been kind of, good to both series. So I love it there. I can't wait to go back. Hopefully once this whole mess is over, and maybe I'll see you there. Maybe I'll see you there at that event, and we can chat and talk about the good old days, or the current new good days, because the old days, let's just forget this happened. Merry Christmas. My son just made me a cup of hot chocolate. Whoa, I'm going fuzzy there. That's because I held this up. Oh, look at the green screen. Ooh, it's a green cup if you couldn't tell. Let's have a little. Ow, I hit my teeth. Can you beat Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? Gaming with Glees, my buddy Jake Glees. Man, you know I got him. And if we ever met in Punch-Out on the Nintendo, bam, he get in the business. Frick, I'll meet him in the ring and he get in the business. What is he, 51 years old now? I'm 33. I can just sock him one right down. Because that's how it works, right? I have about a year and a half boxing experience. He's got like, what, 40? All I got is a puncher's chance and a nice jaw, He got that glass jaw. No, I'm kidding. I remember playing Punch-Out as a kid. Don't remember being very good at it. One thing that I do remember, though, was there was this Ninja Turtles game for the original Nintendo. It was like a side-scroller game, because I remember sleeping over at a friend's house. We were playing that. We wake up in the morning and just run down to the Nintendo so we could play this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. We're just running around and killing the bosses and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It was really fun. That's really like the extent of my Nintendo, like the original Nintendo kind of business. I got a Sega Genesis growing up. It's actually funny because my mom really wanted us to get the Nintendo because it was more family friendly, and that was her thing, was make sure that we stayed innocent little children forever. And then we went to the store, and me and my brother convinced my dad to get us a Genesis, and my mom was so mad. She's like, "This isn't the family-friendly console we wanted." So I ended up growing up with like Sonic the Hedgehog, all those games. Shining Force 2 was a huge one. If you know me, actually, these days I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem, and Shining Force 2 is actually the game that got me into Fire Emblem. So that was probably one of my favorite games of all time ever. And then from there, from the Sega, I think we moved on. We didn't go with a Sega CD or anything. We went into Nintendo 64. We got back into the Nintendo. And, all the classics there. Ocarina of Time, GoldenEye, Super Mario, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's kind of my history. PS2 I got towards the end of the system's life. So I missed out on, like, Final Fantasy and all that kind of stuff. So, unfortunately, I think Kingdom Hearts I played for some reason. I'm not really sure why. The original Kingdom Hearts, I think that was maybe on Sega Genesis. I never followed the series. I think I only played the first one, and after that I dropped it. So, anyways, and yeah, PS3, that's kind of when I started getting into Mortal Kombat again. Playing that more competitively. Mortal Kombat Deception, Armageddon, and the rest is history. So I didn't really intend to go into my whole history of consoles. I don't know if you cared, but hey, that's awesome. If you did, leave a like, because that's important on these type of videos, so that I know who likes the things that I'm making. Hey Dink, since you do lessons, do you only train in current games, or will you do older games too? I.e. Mortal Kombat 9 or Injustice 1? As always, thank you for entertaining us. Well, thank you for inquiring. I can do a lesson on any game that you want to pick up or you want to learn. Ones like Injustice 1, I probably wouldn't be super proficient in. It would take me some time to kind of mess around with it. I'd be open to it. Mortal Kombat 9 for sure. Mortal Kombat 9 I dug into probably more than any other NRS game to date. So I could definitely help you out with that game. The only problem with that is accessibility. I think you can only get it on PC now if you've bought it previously. I do have a copy on my Xbox 360, wherever the frick that is. Oh, maybe I don't anymore. I think I wrecked it the other day. Well, that was unfortunate timing, but anyway, accessibility is the only issue there. But yeah, MKX I would still do if you wanted to do lessons for MKX. Injustice 2 still fairly fresh in my mind. And of course MK11. So I'm definitely open to previous games. It probably wouldn't be on the level of like being the best in the world kind of teaching, but it would definitely be from, maybe buying a game secondhand or have a friend give it to you to show you the ropes, or if you really, really want to play one character who's your favorite, I can definitely help you out with that. So just options, and lots of other things that I offer too. We have a whole Discord. I'm sure you've heard me pimp it out on here before. It's $1 a month to join that. Links down below, patreon.com/Shujinkydink. Discord's an awesome place. It's also where I go to find people for our undercard on the Bonehawk Brawl, which the end of season 1 actually should be coming up right after Christmas. So keep an eye out for that. I will announce that here on the channel. So anyways, that's enough of paying the bills and a little unintentional mid-roll ad thing going on. So just continue on. This is from Brendan Bartlett. Dink, do you miss the old culture of tournaments? While I understand the payout now is significantly better, I personally miss the ratchetness of the old tournaments before we had all the sponsors. I 110% agree with you. Although I will admit it has opened up opportunities for people to, have careers, myself included. I mean, now that, the NRS games are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, I'm able to have more of a platform on here. I'm able to do what I want to do, because competing, I kind of got to the end of that, and now I don't like doing that. I like teaching and helping people. So because of how big the games have gotten, I've been able to do that now and have put out a platform for me. Do I miss the old days back in MK9 where, the first place winner maybe got half of their flight paid for, and we all played for the love of the game? Heck yeah. The big group battles when we had like New York versus Florida, and we had like Canada and UK and versus US at one point at EVO. And you don't really see that anymore. Like, people are having exhibitions in the hotel rooms the night before because there's only a handful of events every year. So, and everybody knew that you couldn't make it to each event at that point because don't have a whole lot of money when you're young and trying to compete in that aspect. So I do miss it a lot. Golden age as far as I'm concerned. But having said that, I think everybody, when they go to their first tournament and they first get involved in the scene, that's going to be their version of that. So people that join in MKX, people that join in Injustice 2, people that join in MK11, those first memories of going offline and meeting people and having that, they're going to have that same kind of feeling and nostalgia that probably I would have back in the Mortal Kombat 9 days when I went to my first event. So I definitely miss how the old times were, but as things go on, we don't want to grow up to see the future generation have things harder than we did. As much as it likes to think about how nice it was back in those days, how much fun we had, I do think it is better and in the right direction now that we are actually making more progress towards more different career choices for the kids and gamers going forward. So that's my thought on that.
I just want to say Merry Christmas. Father, cheers to a hot chocolate we drank. Oh, that burned my lips! Oh! I can't what basically what I'm trying to say is subscribe to me on my YouTube channel. Sympathy illusions for life. Bossness Dragon sucks. Woo!
They grow up so fast. Love your commentary. As always, you need your own show. It's funny you say that because I've actually been thinking of bringing back the Bonehawk podcast, but all my previous co-hosts have kind of moved on to other things, other games. They got bored with MK11. Here I am just mashing away every day, still enjoying every second of it. So I might see what I can do. Bring it back. Maybe see if them boys are interested in having an hour-long discussion about Mortal Kombat 11 and maybe seeing why they left and what Our pasture's actually greener on the other side. Would you listen to that? Would it be interesting? You know, who knows? Who knows where that conversation could go? I'd keep it on track with MK, though, because that's all I know. I would not know what to contribute to a conversation about Tekken or Yu-Gi-Oh! I tell you that much. But MK11, I know that. Dink, can you play a Summoner Mirror with Saki best of 10? I really think that's kind of out of the scope of possibilities at this point. I have no idea where Saki is. I haven't seen him in MK11 competing. Awesome dude. Met him a couple times at events. Played him online a couple times. You know, I would certainly play him in MKX. I'm not sure if it would have any meaning to what you would hope it would in 2020. And who knows how practiced either of us are at the game. But I mean, I'd certainly be open to it if that... if it came up and that was like an exhibition thing kind of thing, sure, but I don't see that happening in the future at all. But it could. But it probably won't. But it could. Final question for today. Why not Shang? With Enhance, he's got good combos and strong zoning too. Kinda like Quan in MKX. And that's what I heard non-stop from everybody leading up to, oh, Shang Tsung is just like Quan Chi. Oh, they're just like Quan Chi. Nobody's just like Quan Chi, okay? Quan Chi is Quan Chi for a reason. And I said this because I get asked this all the time, and I know it's going to come up in that comments there. Would you want Quan Chi in Mortal Kombat 11? And my answer to that is no. And here's why. Because MK11 is such a cop-out as far as story goes. I mean, you saw people that wanted Melina, you saw people that wanted Rain, and they came back. Sure, you have them now, but there's no lore to that. They just showed up. Quan Chi, I still don't believe he was killed in MKX. I still think he had a plan that was just, we were not sure of yet. So I think to have like this time travel thing to bring him back, I don't think that would do him justice, and that's exactly why I don't want him in this game. Would I like to play as him? Sure. But I think just throwing him in there as a Sands of Time brought him back is a really crappy way to do it, and not something that Quan Chi would want or deserves. Now that is why I don't want Quan Chi in Mortal Kombat 11. So, that being said, I will try to continue to do these every month because I forget how much I love doing them. And I apologize if I'm rambly. I talk with my hands like this and I throw them around. We rocking up in here, you know. So I'm going to try and do them once a month. As always, I always pick comments from the previous Read Your Comments section first, which I did for this one. You'll notice it says like 4 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever. So it doesn't matter how long ago, I'll always pick from that one first. So if you have questions, put them in the comments section down below. I'll make sure to do my best to answer them. And apologies if I can't answer them all, but I do my best. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like because it really helps me out. And subscribe if you haven't, because we make new videos almost every single day. Hashtag Bonehawks and all that stuff, and we'll see all you guys in the next video. Wouldn't it be kind of awkward if I just like stood here drinking my hot chocolate?
I'd stand with you.
I'm like, hey, there's like a subscribe thing somewhere on here.
I think it's right here.
They should click it.
Yeah, you should see what it does.
Or check out another video.
Or check out my channel right here.